What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in on this Wednesday morning. Something I was thinking about at work. Something I noticed. Well, I kind of been noticed it. Like, the generation of men that we have today. A lot of them, in the generation of men and the generation of men coming behind us, a lot of them is lazy. And look, I'm not putting nobody down, but listen, when I was at work last night, right? I was working around these two young guys. They're like 23, 22. And I'm going to be real. They weren't working. They was on their phone, walking around, whatever. So at the end of the shift, supervisor come look, see what they got done. In his mind, they didn't do enough, wrote them up. They got mad, started cussing them out, blah, 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 all this, all right. And I'm saying to myself, man, why they just didn't do no work? You know what I'm saying? It's more easy to just do a little bit of work. Yard I picked up about a couple of days ago. I remember the guy telling me, he said, man, I got 2 teenage boys, man, and I can't get them to cut the grass. I said, man, he allowed it. He allowed for his sons not to cut the grass. He allowed it. So when I was getting off work today, turn this air off, it's a little cool in here. I was getting off work, another little young dude had a flat. I said, hey man, you got a jack? I think so. He ain't have one. So I say, man, I got a jack. Because I keep my truck jack, wherever I go, any vehicle I drive, I grab that truck jack and my 4-way and throw it in the trunk. So I set the jack down, set the 4-way down. He ain't never changed the tire before. Nobody ever showed him. Now, these young guys, they'll watch their favorite rapper, study him, learn his lyrics, have their hair like him, but you couldn't watch a YouTube video on how to change a flat. Nobody ever taught you. Okay, so I loosen the lugs, jack the thing up, take the tire off. I said, all right, go ahead and throw the other one on. He tried to get it. It won't fit. I said, man, you got to line it up. Line it up, put it on, tighten it up, drop the jack, threw the jack back in the trunk. Instead of him saying, man, thank you, I appreciate it, it's like, him and 3 of his partners, they didn't know how to change a flat, and you don't have manners. Didn't nobody teach you manners. Didn't nobody teach you how to, change a jack, be a man, But I've noticed that with some of my generation and the generation coming behind me. Now, with that being said, I got 3 daughters. So, one day I hope they get married, but it's like, man, what kind of dude they gonna pick? You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. Like, look at the generation around you. That's why I say service-based business, it's easy to go up with it because don't nobody want to do the work. Don't nobody want to be a plumber. Everybody want to be an electrician because they see on TikTok all these electricians that work out of town, fly out the helicopter, climb towers. Everybody want to do that. Everybody want to be a welder because they want to be a pipe welder, run on the road, make all the money, go to different cities. They hear the stories, how the guys live, But think about regular service-based business, mechanics. You know what I'm saying? You don't have another young generation of mechanics coming along. Lawn and landscape, that's so simple. Anybody can do it. Don't nobody want to get out here and fool with no grass in this heat. So, you got to look at it. Whatever business adventure you're trying to start, it's really I'm not saying it's not competition out there. The competition is really scarce. You're going to have some that's coming on with it. You're going to have a lot of them that's just going to be lazy. So, it's like, man, come on. Run it up. Run it up. Go get it, man. Go get it. So, just sit there thinking, and another thing, this is the deal what I wanted to say. When you're trying to get your business off the ground, I'm going to be honest, this is really for the new guys. Because everybody that's already in this industry, they know the obstacles they had to overcome. When you have a family, a wife, and kids, and you're trying to get your business off the ground, while working a full-time job, I'm going to be honest. You're going to have to pick which one going to come first. You're going to have to pick. And I know that's not a popular topic, but one of those is going to get pushed to the side temporarily. Either your family or your business. Now, it's a bitter pill to swallow, because if you push your business to the side, just stay at your full-time job, you know, that's good. That's where you're going to max out at in life, right there. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just make sure you pick a good job. The job I work at, my full-time job, it's a lot of people that have settled in life and just said, I got kids, I got a family, this paying the bills, this where I'm going to be at for the next 40 years. And they give up. They give up. I'm going to try not to make this video long, but I got to stress this and get this point out here. It's like this. You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice to get to where you want to be at in life. Like, you got to look at it. Okay, I got to get my job 24 hours in a day. It's 24 hours in a day. If I got to get my job 8 hours, you're gonna lose really 10 hours fooling with your 8-hour job, because you got to get up, get ready, go to work, drive to work. Then when you get off work, you got to drive home, take a shower. Boom. You really lost 10 hours. So you got 14 hours left. And you can only sleep 6 hours. You can't get 8 hours of sleep. You can only sleep 6 hours. That leaves you with 8 hours left. How you going to spend those 8 hours? You can split them up. I'm going to give my family 4. I'm going to give my business 4. I'm going to tell you what I did. It's not popular, what I did. And I might catch some heat behind this. But with them 8 hours I had left, I gave 6.5 to my business, and my family got the other 1.5 hours. It's sad to say, but it's kind of like that's what you have to do to get your business off the ground, to build it up, to finally jump and leave your full-time job. You have to sacrifice family time, because in the end, you will get more family time, because now you make your own schedule. Now you work for yourself. Now you're making a decent amount of money. So now, okay, I sacrificed family time for those 3 years. Now I can give my family more time than I ever could give them. But you just got to make sure you don't lose your family or your wife in the process. Well, how do you do that? You say, I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you how. You got to forsake everything else. Friends, you got to let them go. You got time to go out with your buddies on the weekend. You don't have time for that no more. Only thing you need to be doing, if you're really trying to get this off the ground, going to your full-time job, building your business, and family. I'm going to tell you something. The mistake I made in the beginning, I work 7 days a week at both. I work Sunday to Sunday at my full-time job, chasing overtime. And I work on my business from Monday to Saturday, trying to build my clientele up. And I was losing a lot of family time. They was catching the tail end of me coming home tired, barely getting this amount of time. It was getting little. I said, you know what? And it took me years to get here. But you got to think, the first maybe I've been doing this since 2014. My first 3 or 4 years in business, I was a single man. So it was all right for me to work 7 days on both. But I didn't pick up the knowledge I needed to pick up fast enough to get my business off the ground. I had to learn everything the hard way, really. All right, anyway, so you fast forward to when I did start dating my wife or whatever. She was the number one priority. The business didn't matter. My job didn't matter. None of that mattered. She was my priority. I was giving her all my time, you know. And she'll tell me this. She'll tell me this now. Oh, when we was dating, you give me all the time in the world. Now we married, I don't get no time. It's not that I'm not giving her time. Now, this is like I say, I'm bringing you through the timeline. Just bear with me. I'm bringing you through the timeline. It wasn't that I didn't want to give her time. It was more responsibilities. Kids on the way. I got to provide for the family. I'm getting all the overtime I can get at my job, but they're not giving me more. So I went back to the drawing board. Man, I got to run this grass up. So I started running the grass up, working 7 days a week at my full-time job, because, see, the grass wasn't paying that much because I'm still in my learning phase. I was still buying cheap equipment. So then when I started buying real equipment, I needed real money. My full-time job was paying the bills, keeping the lights on, putting food on the table. So the grass money, I was taking all that, putting it right back into business. So the business really wasn't making me no money. So when I tear something up, I got to go get my check to fix it. So I was working 7 days at my job, trying to build my business. I did that, man, until I finally got, okay, I can breathe now. Now I can cut back on customers. Now I can do this. So now I can start working overtime at my full-time job, and now I can just only build this up. So then it got to the point I was doing that 6 days a week at my 6 days a week working for my business, still had my full-time job, but my family was coming up short. I sacrificed my family time to build my business. Now, every man is different on how he gonna build his business, but it's somewhere along the line that man's gonna have to sacrifice if he have a family. Everybody is different on how they gonna do it. I'm telling you how I done it, and I'm telling you don't have to do it my way. You have to do it your way. But I sacrifice a lot of family time to build my business. All the way up until last year, I did that. So now, what I do now, I don't work no overtime in my full-time job, strictly 40. The wintertime, December, January, February, I was working overtime because wasn't much on the grass side. I wasn't hustling. That's okay. We hustling now. I don't have to work nothing over 40 out there, and I'm building this up out here, right? So what I do now, Monday through Friday, I go hard out here. Monday through Friday. Saturday, wife and kids. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if I ain't finished the job. Wife and kids. This Saturday, I said I was going to go hustle. Nah, man. I'm going to do something with my wife and kids. If I do go out, 11 o'clock, I'm shutting down, going home. So now what I do, my family gets Saturdays. Church on Sundays. It all works out. But see how it work out for me? I'm telling the man his second year in business, man, take the weekend off. It's not going to work for him. He can't take the weekend off. He got to hustle. He got to grind. He got to put in that effort. He got to make a sacrifice. He have to make that sacrifice to get to where he want to be. Everybody's situation is different. And I'm going to be real with you. Your wife ain't going to understand it. Your wife, girlfriend, they ain't going to understand it. They not. I want you here. Look, I'm going to be honest. Mine even told me this. Man, I don't care. I go, see what she said? She said, I know she was joking, but in a way she was serious. Cause I remember I had came home from cutting. I cut all the way up, now landscape job. Then the landscape job all the way up until 7:45 that evening. Came home, showered, ate, about to walk back out the door to go to my full-time job. She said, I'm tired of this. I'd rather us go live under a bridge somewhere. I said, I ain't living under no bridge. I'm going to keep working to have nice stuff. But I understand what she's saying. She tired of me on the go like that. Like I say, so she get her time. But, you know, when you got a wife or a woman, you really got to give them that time. And she gets her time. Saturday, she get her time, you know. But she even had to understand that, okay, I understand why he's doing this now. I understand what he was saying about salary cap and being your own man and making your own schedule and not depending on nobody else. She understands it now. In the beginning, look, whoever's starting their line business, you got a family, and this is something you want to pursue and turn it into your full-time job, you have to make a sacrifice. And 9 times out of 10, that man is going to sacrifice family time. Because he done already sacrificed time with his friends. He done already sacrificed time with his family outside of his wife and kids. He done already sacrificed his hobbies. He's laser focused. Job, full-time job, building my business, family time. And it's going to go like that in that order. For me, that's how it went in that order for me. I sacrificed my family time to build my business. Everybody's not going to do that. Everybody's not going to do that. But look, I'm just, like I say, I'm going to keep it real over here on how I did it. Like I say, now, Saturdays, my wife and kids get off. Whenever they wake up, they normally wake up by 10 o'clock. They sleep in. So I go run, hit something, make it home at 11. We going to do something. Last week, they had the whole day, went to the beach, went out and ate. They enjoyed themselves. This week, I'm not, this week I'm going to find something to do where I ain't got to, might take my kids to the movies, go eat pizza. You know, something. Oh, go bowling or something. Go roller skate. It don't matter. Give them that time. But in the beginning, you got to sacrifice that time. And somebody gonna probably comment, nah, bro, you was just greedy. You didn't have to sacrifice family time. You chose to. That's right. That's right. I chose to sacrifice my family time to build my business. I did. I really did. Do I regret it? Man, it's part of life. Every decision you make in life, you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta roll whatever come with that decision. I could have gave all this up years ago, said forget it. I'm gonna move up at my job, become supervisor, work my way to general foreman, work my way to become superintendent. But I will always wonder, what if? What if I would have sacrificed family time for 3 years to build my business up to go full time, and now I have all the time? You make that decision. Can't nobody else make it for you. Can't nobody else run your business. Can't nobody else run your house. Can't nobody else make that decision. Make your choices and decisions for you. It's all on you. It's all on you on what you want to do and how you want to do it. But I'm going to tell you what, I did it my way. It worked good for me. Your wife might not be patient enough with you. Your wife might cheat on you and leave you. Everybody don't have the same spouse. So you got to, man, look, it's about, life is about choices. Life is about choices. So, hey, I know this video 16 minutes. I didn't want it to be that long. I'm putting this out here. And like I say, to my new guys that's jumping in this, as a matter of fact, I talked to a guy reached out to me, man, a few days ago. And we talked for about a good 10 minutes. And he know who he is. And we talked. You know, you got to make sacrifices, bro. You have to make sacrifices in order to get to where you want to be. And you cannot be scared, because you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. Peace out.